Hello, my name is Sophia and welcome back to the Mind Palace. Show of hands, how many times have you found yourself imagining the exact scenario you don't want to happen? Okay, how many times have you found yourself having a conversation with someone who wasn't even there? We literally create an entire story about the world and about our lives in our minds, and it isn't until we come into the present moment that we can realize what's actually true and what is just our perception of what is true. The present moment is our blank canvas, and it is once you acknowledge that what you want has already occurred that it can finally start to move into form. But chances are, if you're trying to change an area of your life in a big way, then a lot of the things that are happening around you right now are probably contradicting that future vision. That's why most of the time the law of attraction requires you to be able to ignore what your physical senses are telling you and focus completely on the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Now, this is a lot easier said than done. The truth is that the experience you desire to have already exists. So this is less about making it happen and more about removing the obstacles that are preventing you from seeing that it already has. In the words of Neville, you cannot put new wine into old bottles. You cannot put new patches upon old garments. Essentially, he's saying that the reason your vision hasn't happened yet is because of the person you are right now. And he goes on to explain that you must leave your present self behind, with all your beliefs and your fears and your pre-cognitions about the world so that you can step into your new self. It's kind of like in Harry Potter when the prophecy goes, neither can live while the other survives. I can't be acknowledging and feeling totally present in this new reality if I'm still also acknowledging all the parts of my present reality that are contradicting that vision. The two cannot coexist in the same space. And so first, before we can write a new story, we have to create a blank page for ourselves. We have to wipe the slate clean by tuning into the present moment. Just be. Acknowledge that you exist and that you are here, and then stop there. When you do this, you become a neutral observer of your surroundings instead of, making judgments and assumptions about your surroundings. You see, how we usually operate is things happen and then we compare it to something in the past, and so that determines our reaction. Or maybe something else happens and we're thinking about what are the consequences of this going to be in the future, and then we react based on that. We hold on to the past because it gives us a sense of identity. But it's when we can focus on just being, and we forget who we think we are, that we create space for a new identity to arise. From this place, we can actually decide what we give meaning to, instead of allowing our past experiences or our future anxieties to dictate what things mean to us. In the words of Neville, be still and know that you already are that which you desire to be, and you will never have to search for it. Thank you so much for watching, and this is your reminder to enjoy every precious moment. For more videos like this one, follow @themindpalace.ca on Instagram, like @themindpalace.ca on Facebook, and subscribe to the Mind Palace channel on YouTube.